Hey guys, and welcome back to Minecraft. What? I still play Minecraft? Apparently I do. It has been a while since I've done a real Minecraft episode, unless you count the Sea of Flame playthrough that is months old, that I just finally finished uploading not too long ago. Now, I haven't been playing the game as much as I used to, but I've still been playing it a bit. And me not putting up an episode of this more related to the fact that I haven't been doing anything particularly interesting than, to the fact that I haven't been doing anything at all. So I don't want to put up episodes of me just, putting trees in, or that sort of thing. I want to have some sort of project that I'm working on, Speaking of that, this is the tower from last time. It is finished, so we're standing up in it now, but let's take a look at it as we go down. I did say I wanted it to be sort of a library, so I've got some sitting areas, and then as you go down, you've got books, and I have some chests here. We've got short stories, poetry, and novels, and what I plan to do is use the editable books that's editable, not edible, books, and put some of my favorite works in here. I don't know. We'll see. I was a lit major in college, as I've said before, so stuff's kind of near and dear to my heart. And if we hop back here, we can take a look at what it looks like from afar. Howdy. Actually, let's just go this way. So that's what it looks like. I didn't want to make it super tall like the other one that I built. But I think it looks good with the rest of the scenery here. So I am running 12W34B, which means we have item frames. This is something I'm really excited about because I've been hoping for those for a very long time, actually. We also have potatoes and carrots, which I was able to get off of some zombies from my zombie spawner. Putting the maps in here is pretty cool. This village actually looks very impressive on the map with how I filled it in with grass and everything. And as you can see up here, I've started working on a second village. You remember, if you've been watching this series for a while, you remember there's a village here, and a village here. So I started working on the second one a little bit. Kind of fix that one up as well. Let's see. So another thing I've done with the item frames is sort of put a sign in front of each of my merchant houses, as it were. Again, if you've been watching the series, stop that. I hope the mobs falling through the floor gets fixed soon. It's a little bit annoying. Anyways, you'd know that I have one building with each type of a villager in it, so that I can keep track of where they are, the merchants. So I got my farmer here. Most of the deals. The butcher is in here. Blacksmith is over here. Get that. The priest is over here. See, I got a book there, like Bible perhaps. Over here I have, for the library, I have a book and quill, which I think looks pretty nice. And then the librarian is inside of the bank that we made, or that I made. I also redid this just to make it a little bit nicer. And my emerald collection is looking pretty good. I haven't been spending a great deal of time getting emeralds, but it's coming along. Put in some more of these lighted trees. Again, that's just it's jack-o'-lanterns with leaves above them. And I also replaced, or rather put in some lily pads here. You've probably seen this trick before. It basically makes it so when you hit the wheat, it doesn't fall into the water, and you can just run along here and pick everything up. It's very convenient. And I also finally came up with something to put here. I was agonizing over it for quite a while, so I decided to put another farm over here with carrots and potatoes. It's a good sized farm, so shouldn't ever run out of those. Have I worked on anything else of note? Probably not. Also, you'll notice I'm Steve for some reason. I'm having trouble logging into Minecraft right now, I guess. So I don't get to be Holo anymore. For now. For now. Let's see, another thing I did down here. Yeah, that's fine. Another thing I did down here was I've been wanting to put something at the bottom of the well for a while. So I went ahead and made myself an X-ray machine. Now if you haven't seen one of these, I've seen Etho use them, BOO uses this thing. Basically, there's a pressure plate, one redstone dust, that goes into a solid block, above which is a piston, a sticky piston, and a transparent block like glowstone or glass. You step on the pressure plate, and the glowstone gets pushed into your character model, but it won't suffocate you because it counts as a transparent block. And, well, you'll see what happens. Then we put a block here, and there you go. Lets you see everything under the ground, which is pretty neat. Now, obviously, you could use this as a cheat, but as you can see, I've pretty much explored everything around here. I better have. I mean, I've been playing this world, same world, for long enough. I just like the way it looks, personally. You can see my strip mine going that way, and that way. There's my enchanting room under my house. That's the tunnel that goes off towards my slime farm. So it's pretty cool. Now the only downside to this design is that you can't actually get out, as far as I know, if you're not in creative mode. So what I have to do is take the silk touch pick and break the glowstone. Now if you leave this block open, you can jump out, but obviously you can't see through this because there isn't a block here. So that's the one downside to it, but it's not a huge deal. I mean, I rarely ever use my silk touch pick anyway, so no biggie. And then we just use the ladder to get out. Okay, so let's go ahead and head over to that other village, and I'll show you what I've done on that, and then hopefully we can get started on something this episode, because I don't want this to turn into just a, hey, guess what, this is what I've been working on, sort of thing. Another thing I didn't mention, you may notice that this video is now in 720p, and those stupid black bars are gone. Did a little bit of work with it. Love that thing, by the way. Because they added full screen mode, I was able to get rid of the black bars, so hopefully this looks a lot better than the previous videos did. Said recently, you know, I've been trying to do everything in 720p from now on, which is very nice looking, in fact. I think 720p is about the perfect resolution for YouTube if you run the large player. I'm also noticing they fixed the glitch where your legs would stick down and out at the same time in a minecart. But anyways. So as we ride on by here, I will tell you that I've done a couple more of the Toho pixel art things. I don't remember how many of them I had done at the recording of the last video. But there's one or two more compared to what I had last time. I think this one was in. These two might have not been. There's this really weird thing that when I use Fraps to record, my world has trouble rendering. I'm not sure what that's about, but well, it seems to be rendering alright. So yeah, these two are new, I think. I don't think this one was done. You'll notice that I had to get, once again, a little bit creative with the shading, so I've got cobblestone, regular stone, all three colors of gray wool, and then some shading as well, but I think it looks pretty good. The one thing I'm not too happy about is the yellow wool for the hair. Yellow wool is kind of ugly in my opinion, but it was that or gold blocks. I tried gold blocks, it looked really, really good, but I'm not using gold blocks on something that doesn't matter like that. Alright, so here we have the second village. You can see we're right there at the top of the map. That's the zombie XP farm. Which, of course, XP farms have been nerfed in this patch. Not sure what that's about, but whatever. Now, I'm also not positive about this, but from what I've done in testing, it seems like the mobs that are wearing armor and holding items can't be... Oh, you know what? I actually should have probably gone down over there, because I don't know if I can jump down without killing myself. I haven't made a way to get down from here to the third village yet, because I wasn't planning on actually using it. Anyways, it seems to me that from my experience, what I've tested, not super extensive testing, but I've done a fair amount of testing, it seems that you can't actually get the mobs that are holding weapons or wearing armor from spawners, and I could be wrong, but I haven't gotten a single armor or weapon drop or seen any zombies wearing armor since I've been using this thing since the patch. So I think that if you want to farm that efficiently, you have to probably make some sort of mob system. So who knows, maybe I'll do one of those. I'm realizing now I think I might be running peaceful mode right now. I don't know what that's about. Let's fix that. And now I get mauled by enemies. It's alright, maybe we'll see some mobs wearing armor on the way over there. It's not too far. I should be okay as long as I don't run into creepers. I'm wearing enchanted iron armor, so that should be fine. Now this rendering glitch only happens when I'm running fraps, and I guess it's because of the load on the CPU, maybe? Like, let's take a look. Memory, I'm only using like 30%. I don't know if it shows you how much of your CPU you're using when you're using the F3 menu. I don't think it does. I can only assume that it has something to do with that. But if I go in here and change my render distance, or actually I can just do this, then everything will render, but I don't know. You can get away. Actually, I don't remember what's on this bow. Is that a villager zombie over there? What's he doing here? Huh. He must have gotten killed. Poor guy. Never seen one of these before, actually. You will be remembered. Okay, so this is it. I haven't done a whole lot with it yet. I haven't even put in proper gates. However, I do like the way the wall looks. You know, I tried to use the mossy cobble and the regular cobble, as well as the stone bricks, of course, to make it look kind of old and worn. Weather-worn, I suppose. And I think the effect looks pretty nice, actually. I was originally using stone, but somebody suggested to me that I use stone bricks, and it looks a lot better, in my opinion. Obviously, I filled most everything in with dirt, grass, rather, at this point. And I wanted to go with like a more wood look for this. This has to go because it's one block too high. But I replaced all the cobble with dark wood. I think it looks alright. We'll see if I keep that or not. Moved all the farms over to here and put in one of these. Obviously there are a lot of open, empty spaces here that I just haven't put anything in yet, but I do plan to add more houses and such. Just to sort of fill it in like I did with the other village. And then eventually I'll do that with the third village over there. The goal is kind of to make each of these villages look a little bit different, so... Really? Okay. Oops. Come on, let's go. I always hated when these guys got stuck in the well. There you go. You're welcome. Okay, so what is the plan for this episode? I'm sure there's some other stuff, minor stuff that I've done, but not too important. What's the plan for this episode? The plan is... You can't really see this from here because I should have been up there for it. You know, maybe I could put ladders going up. That could work. But there's actually quite a nice bay here. And so what I wanted to do was build a dock, or like maybe a pier going out to there. So I think that's what we're going to work on this time. With that in mind, have tons of wood with me, cobblestone. Pier obviously is going to be made primarily out of wood. And I think I do want it elevated just a little bit, so... First of all, let me build some ladders and get up to there, and I'll show you what I mean. By the bay being there. Pretty sure 9 is not going to cut it. Oh yeah, I forgot the crafting recipe for buttons has changed, so now you can have wooden buttons. Fascinating. Okay, let's see if that gets us up there. Probably not, I'm going to assume. Oh, perfect. So yeah, you can kind of see it from here, you know, it opens up and there's, the land hits about here, I think. Let's see if this will get the whole thing to render again. There it goes. So you can see there's land here, it sort of circles around. This goes into the river here, right there. And then this land actually sort of circles around right about here and then goes out to more water. So it really is like a bay. It's pretty cool looking. So I figured having some sort of dock or pier there would be pretty cool. Alright, let's not die on our way down. Good. Very good. I still have yet to see any mobs wearing armor or anything. Too bad, too bad. Somebody was telling me they actually ran into a skeleton wearing all gold armor. That was pretty cool. Okay, so let's get some wood going, and I would probably like to have it centered with this. The only problem being, of course, that this isn't actually centered with this. So, do I care? Yeah, I think I do. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. $29, am I right? So, let's see. And this is how far over? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 is in the center, which would be 26. 14, 15 would be 30, so maybe more like here. That should be centered, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Is that 13? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. $15. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, I'm completely wrong. It's here. Okay. So that's centered. So actually what I'll probably do is just move this so that it's centered on here. And let's elevate it a little bit. I'm thinking dark wood for the foundations and regular wood for the pier itself, probably. So let's go ahead and elevate it from here, I suppose. I'm just going to build this with regular wood first, and then if I decide that, you know, I want it to look a little bit nicer, I'll put in some nicer stuff. You know, replace it out with wood, not wood planks and that sort of thing. And I'm going to want it to be a little bit wider than that, so... Is that about right? Let's go one more, actually. Or two more, as it were. Mm-hmm. That's bugging me. Okay, now now it looks centered. I even think one more, a little bit wider, would be good. Brought this with me, because I knew we were going to be working with wood here. And let's take a look at that. Yeah, that's probably good. So now, how elevated do I want this to be? What are you doing over there? Gotcha. I'm thinking at least a few more elevations, I guess. Let's go ahead and do this. And I'm going to need that crafting bench over here. I guess I'll do stairs going up. We'll see how that goes. Just by the way, I'm not going to be doing this whole thing unedited. There are going to be cuts and stuff in here. Once I figure out the basic structure of what this thing's supposed to look like, I think I will cut until I've made a little bit more progress on it. So once we get to about here, let's start going up. Figures. Okay. 1, 2, 3. This is 9 across, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Ouch. And then I think it would be cool if this goes up fairly far, and then I have little paths going down that I can use to launch boats and such. I think that'd be pretty neat. So what do you guys think about up to, out to, up to, out to? Would that be too much or not? Let's see. Okay. So that's 2. Let's go here. Nope, that is backwards. And obviously there are going to be, you know, railings and such. It's not just going to look like this. It doesn't look so great thus far. Let's go up 2 more. Out 2, and that might be a good height. We'll see. I want it to be high enough that you get a pretty decent view of the area, you know. So with that in mind, yeah, probably up one more set of stairs. Which means we need 18 more stairs. That would be 12. Probably need more stairs, but I'll just do that for now. I think I'm going to actually need a lot more wood than I originally thought. That seems to happen whenever you try to build something rather large in Minecraft. You realize, you know, I need a lot more materials than I thought I did. I think that'll look pretty good. I need stairs here as well, obviously. Yeah, I can see it kind of coming together now, and then you walk up here, and it goes off in that direction. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think that's a good start. How many times can I say yeah? Yeah, let's find out. And then I can decide if I like the way this goes later. Let's check it out from the side. See how high up it gets from there. Yeah, I actually think I would like it better if it just went straight up, so I'll probably fix that. But I think that's a good height, and then we'll just have it go out some. So I'm going to go ahead and stop recording now. I'm going to do a little bit more work on the thing, and I will be back once that is, once it's a little bit further along. So I will see you guys in a sec. Okay, so I built it out a little bit. There's the village back there. You can see it just sort of curve around here and then goes out to open water in that direction. It's pretty cool. I think this is probably a good length and a good height. And I wish I had thought of this earlier, but what I'm probably going to end up doing with this is doing that checker pattern that I do a lot, where it's like dark wood, light wood, dark wood. You know, dark wood, it's basically a checkerboard with dark and light in diagonals. I think that'll look pretty good. Decided to go with half slabs instead of stairs here. I think it looks better. So obviously, you know, we're going to have to get beams going down and that sort of thing. A couple docking areas for boats, and then I also plan to set up some like little shops and such on here. Put some NPCs in them, maybe. Make it look a lot like, you know, a pier, I guess. So I'm going to continue to work on that, and then I will be back. Okay guys, we are back. And actually, I'm still Steve. Yeah. I found out that this is actually a glitch in the snapshot, not a glitch with the connection. I upgraded to the latest snapshot, and it was fixed. However, there was something going on in the latest snapshot that I wasn't too fond of, so I decided to downgrade again. Fortunately, I had a backup of my world, so what you're actually seeing now is several days after what I recorded last time. So, yeah, I'm still Steve for now, but it's okay. So this is what I got. It probably looks quite a bit better than you remember looking a couple seconds ago, or a couple days ago, in my case. I decided to go with the checker pattern, as I said before. What I'm using here is the light wood and the regular wood. I normally use light wood and dark wood, but I decided to use that for somewhat of a border. These lamps don't toggle, they just have switches underneath them, which is fine. I don't ever want them to turn off, really. Some street lights. You've probably seen this design before. I think I've used it before. And there's nothing up here yet. It's empty. But the plan, as I've said, is to put some render. Thank you. The plan is to put some. There it is. There's the end. By the way, I did find out what the key is to reload all the chunks. You hold F3, and then you press A. Ta-da! Reloads the chunks. So if you ever get those chunk errors, just do that, and it should fix itself. Anyways, the plan that I have right now is to add some little stalls and maybe shop front sort of things up here. So there'll probably be one here that has like fishing poles and stuff, because I have tested it. You can stand at the edge here and fish off, and the fish will come straight up to you, which is pretty convenient. And I'll go ahead and head out so you can see the outside of it. Now, what I did over here, interestingly, I don't know why this is. I think it's because there are 2 layers of fence here. If I step onto here, watch my height level. See how it goes up, and if I do F3, my Y, it's at 70 right now. 70.5, which means that I can actually jump these fences. Kind of interesting. Now I'm thinking, yeah, it's definitely just because I have another fence there, so I'm actually moving onto the fence, which is elevating me up half a block, because fences are half a block higher than a regular block. Anyways, I put these fences here. Main reason for that is because mobs were coming in here. Like, for the most part, we're keeping them out, but what would happen is when it would turn to daytime, zombies and skeletons would run into the water to avoid burning, and then they would just sort of wander into here, and so I didn't want that, obviously. So I decided to fence it off there, and I think it looks pretty nice. Now, what you can see on the bottom here is that I have just wood as the beams, and that goes all the way down to the ocean floor, with 2 layers of cobblestone at the very bottom. No particular reason that it had to be that, but I just think it looks nice, assuming you were actually to go down there and look at it. I don't know why you would. And then I put the dark wood on the bottom here. Those are the switches, by the way, powering the lamps. But I put the dark wood on the bottom here because I think it makes it look like it's weathered, or even wet, maybe. So I think it looks pretty nice. I like it. Now, obviously, we still have to add some shops, so there's probably going to be a shop right here, sort of a bigger one that has various things in it, and then maybe some little stands on here, and I'll try and put some NPCs in there and such. And then also probably have a thing coming off here where you can dock boats and such. So it's going to look pretty nice, I think. I rather like it. It looks a lot better now than it did a little bit earlier, where it was just this color the whole way out. So I definitely like how it is turning out thus far. I don't think this was here last time, by the way. I just did that same border around the edges that I did in my other village. Basically, I just put jack-o'-lanterns all the way around with a layer of leaves on top. And it lights everything nicely. Again, you've seen that in the other village if you've been watching for a while. Lights everything nicely, and it gives it a nice little effect, I think. So. Now, obviously, what I still have to do in this village is a lot, but, well, it's not that big a deal. A lot more buildings need to be added. I'm going to make myself another house, like just my personal house inside this village. Maybe here, maybe here, maybe there, who knows. That's going to need to be repopulated with villages and villagers. I'm going to need to put in some gates because there aren't any at the moment, as I mentioned earlier. But I do like the way it's coming along. I'm rather happy with it. So I think what I'm going to do at this point is probably call the video here. I think we're up around the 30-minute mark, maybe a little bit over. And this is good progress for this this project. Now, next episode, I've got something a little bit special planned. I'll just have to wait and see for that. It's something that has already somewhat begun, but I haven't covered it all in my videos, so it's something that should be a little bit cool. So I will see you guys in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll be back soon. Till then, later.